Okay, now how do I turn this thing on? I know there's got to be a button here somewhere. There we go, I can see me. Oh, great. Let's see, get everything situated. There we go, and oh, wait, that's not quite right. There we go. Finally. One more button to push, and I think the Lord be with you. Obviously, I know how to work an iPad. I've been doing it for a while, but I still want you to go back with me to those days a little bit more than a year ago when we began to realize that something was very, very wrong. So began our trek to masks, latex gloves, 6-foot social distancing, disinfecting everything, restaurant closures, limited church gatherings, no church gatherings, no vacations, no family get-togethers, canceled sporting events, lockdown state borders, computer classrooms, only one visitor allowed in hospitals per day, if you could even find a hospital room, that is. Small businesses putting for sale signs in their windows, no visits to see children or grandchildren, fights in public places between people with different opinions on the wearing of masks, death tolls recorded nightly on the news. It became a different world. Who could have ever imagined a time when a trip to the post office meant taking your life into your own hands and toilet paper was more valuable than gold? The entire world was stunned. We all had to learn new ways of doing things. Do you remember your first attempts to connect to Zoom or Ring Central meetings? All of those things I did at the beginning of this devotional, I remember seeing them all, and still see many of them from time to time. Now, knowing how much a problem that was, take a look at this. How many of us would like to take this monstrosity on? If you think learning how to connect to a Zoom meeting was difficult, how would you like to run the church's sound and video system? Thankfully, it is a task, even a joyful work, that Wayne and Al and Parker and Chad and I think Stephen have jumped into with both feet and both hands and ears. Have there been glitches along the way? Yes. Have any of these people ever given up trying to deliver the best video with the best sound? No way. I have asked them to insert videos from other sources. They have produced their own slides for worship. The more they have learned, the more I have asked them to do. And not once did they hesitate. I know personally that Wayne has gone home from worship several times and spent hours trying to fix anything that needed correcting. I look at all of this equipment and I'm pretty sure that learning how to fly a plane is easier to figure out. So I want to thank this whole team for doing what most of us could never do and sticking with it and being role models of Christian endurance. A story from India. One night, 2 frogs found themselves in a dairy. Hopping and jumping around as frogs do, They both jumped into a milk pail half full of milk. After swimming around for some time, they tried to get out, but the inside of the pail was too slippery, and there was nothing on which they could rest so that they could jump out. One frog thought it was useless trying to swim on, and just gave up hope and sunk and was drowned. The other frog carried on swimming. He swam and he swam until he began to feel tired. But by this time, the milk, which was full of cream, had become thick. When the frog had swum some more, the cream had been stirred so much that it became a solid lump of butter. On this, the frog scrambled and rested and jumped out of the pail to safety. To my media system frogs, thank you for not giving up and for giving us your best. Now, whom do you need to thank today? Amen.